Hey lovely people, it's Jasmine and welcome to Kitchen and Color. This is our first video and I'm just going to give you all like an overview of what this channel is going to be about. I'll be taking you along with me as I try out all of these amazing plant-based and vegan recipes from some of my favorite food bloggers and recipe book authors. So with that being said, I've been plant-based for 2 years now and it's been an amazing journey, and I'm just going to share with you all some of the amazing and delicious recipes that I've come across and or want to try. So today we're going to be making some jalapeno hush puppies. Now this recipe is from one of my favorite food bloggers. Her name is Janae from Sweet Potato Soul. She has this cookbook here that I've purchased a while back, and so I've been eyeing this recipe for a while now. And I just think tonight's the night. So you're on page 104 if you have the cookbook. And if you don't, do yourself a favor and purchase it now. With all that being said, let's get cooking. So we're gonna get started with our vegan buttermilk. So I have my bowl here. I'm taking 1 cup of soy milk. You can use any plant-based milk that you have on hand for this recipe. I happen to have some soy milk, so I'm using that. And then we're going to add the white vinegar. The recipe calls for 1 teaspoon of white vinegar. So we're going to add that to the milk, and then we're going to stir that up real nice and good. This is going to, basically after 5 minutes, it's going to curdle and it's going to become a nice sweet buttermilk for our recipe. So after we set that aside, we're going to get our flaxseed meal into the bowl. So here I'm taking 2 tablespoons of flaxseed meal, and we're going to add about 1/4 cup of water. We're going to stir it up and it's going to thicken after about 3 minutes. So I'm going to give this a nice stir again, get it all nice and mixed up, and then we're going to set it aside. So now it's time to whisk together the cornmeal, flour, baking soda, and salt. So here in this medium-sized bowl, I'm taking 1 cup of cornmeal and then also adding in this 1 cup of unbleached white flour. And then we're going to give this a nice good whisk until everything is equally integrated inside. Ready to chop up some green onion. I already had some pre-cut in the fridge from a previous recipe, so I'm just using some of those left over and chopping these up pretty finely because these are going to be one of the main ingredients inside of these jalapeno hush puppies. You're going to add to that delicious flavor along with some jalapeno pepper that I'm going to chop up next. I'm just going to chop this up real nice and then add into a bowl and set aside. Now I'm bringing out the main character in this event. And this is the jalapeno green pepper that I am chopping up. I'm making sure to get some of those thin slices on the sides to try to avoid getting a lot of the seeds stuck to these strips. So I'm just cutting around the center and then just dicing them up into smaller pieces. These are also going to go inside the batter in just a moment. So I'm just chopping these up nice and small and getting them prepped for the batter. We're going to bring back out that flour, cornmeal, baking soda, and salt that we whisked together.
We're going to introduce some of those wet ingredients that we prepared before. So I'm adding in the vegan buttermilk that's curdled and some of this flaxseed egg, which is going to serve as the bonding agent. And then we're going to give this a nice stir until the batter is nice and smooth and ready for the jalapenos and the green onions to be folded in. To add in those jalapeno peppers and green onions that we chopped up earlier, and just fold them in nice and even until they're well integrated with the batter. So after you prepare this batter, you can take a cookie scooper and make a couple of balls and get ready to add them into a quart of vegetable oil like I have here, and you'll get these nice crispy jalapeno hush puppy balls that are just to die for. So here we're about to whip up some delicious cinnamon honey butter. This is recommended to go with the jalapeno hush puppies. So I've taken 3/4 cup of vegan butter and I'm just adding in some liquid sweetener. Here I'm using some agave syrup, 2 tablespoons to be exact. And now I'm gonna add in some of the cinnamon here. Adding in 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and then I'm gonna finish it out with some salt. Time to mix this up. So I'm taking my handheld mixer and I'm just going to mix this until it's nice and smooth and creamy. Officially completed the recipe. Now it's time to taste these bad boys. So I'm going to split one apart and then add the cinnamon honey that she recommends to have them with. So as you can see, that's the plate there. This recipe made a lot. So I'm having about maybe like 3 or 4. So here we go. I'm gonna break it apart. Oh, you can see the jalapenos and the green onions and some of that smoke because it's so hot. Cinnamon honey, like that. All right, time to taste it. Oh my God. Unbelievable. It's quite spicy, but not overwhelmingly spicy. I give this recipe a thumbs up. A nice balance of salty and spicy at the same time. And then the sweet comes from the cinnamon butter. So for you guys that are looking for like a nice recipe to cook, definitely try out these jalapeno hush puppies. They're amazing. So thank you guys for watching. If you are interested in seeing more videos and watching me attempt more recipes, be sure to subscribe and like this video for more. Thanks for watching. Bye.